Hey guys, Steph, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all good. So in today's video, we're going to be testing out the best TikTok hacks that you guys have been sending to me recently. If you guys don't know, you can also find me on TikTok. I will leave a link to it down below and I'll put it on screen now. How about that? Editing is a wonderful thing. This piece of hair is not. But yeah, please feel free to follow me up there. And if there's any TikToks you guys want me to try it in a YouTube video, then make sure you send them to me or at me or just DM me, whatever you want to do. Just like shout at me in the street, just let me know. So yeah, like I said, today I'm going to be trying out some of the best. I do this because we all know what TikTok's like. We're going to be trying out the best techniques, the best products, and we're just gonna test everything out together to see if it actually works or if it's just another TikTok video that's kind of just for entertainment purposes only. So without further ado, let's get on into it. Oh, I didn't do it, ready? This is a new thing that we do together now, ready? Swoosh. So before we get into the TikTok hacks that you guys have recommended to me, I have something, I don't know if it's gone viral yet or not, but it should do because this stuff is bloody amazing. This is Tan Revel, and you guys may have seen me talk about it on my stories. This is Tan Revel, this is their tanning device, and then you also have the tanning liquid which goes in it, so I'll show you guys that in a second. This is honestly such a game changer when it comes to tanning. So you guys know I always struggle with my body never matching my face. And I'll show you guys in the cutaway where you can see it a little bit better. But basically you have the device here and then you also have the tanning liquid. So I actually need to fill this up right now. Basically you open up this little bit here, take the tanning liquid and you just pop it in the top there. And you just fill it up like so. And so as you can see, you've got the liquid in the top there. And basically all you do is you press this button at the back and it gives the finest tanning mist ever. This is basically like getting a spray tan at home. And you can use this to tan all over your body. But when I say this is the best facial tanner ever, oh my God, this is an absolute game changer when it comes to tanning my face. So obviously, if you fake tan like me, you will be no stranger to the hands not really matching the rest of your tan. Like you can see, I've got a little bit of paleness here. Your face not really matching your body. This totally fixes that. So I'm gonna pop on this headband and just get my hair out of my face. And I'm only gonna do a little bit on this camera because I have already had some on today, but I'm also gonna include the cutaway of when I did it earlier on. But basically, like I said, you just press this button at the back and watch how fine this mist is. You just spray it lightly over your face or your body or wherever you're tanning at the time. And you only need to use this for about 15 seconds. I tend to use it every other day, every 3 days, something like that. And as you can probably see, I've got a nice little glow going on, and that's literally after just spraying it for a couple of seconds. But what this will actually do is it'll develop over time as well. So you get a nice little tan to begin with, but then it'll also develop over a few hours. And like I said, I like to use it for my hands as well because it's such a fine mist. It doesn't look patchy or anything, so I'll just go lightly over my hands. You're not gonna end up with like tan in between your fingers or anything patchy around here. You can even go very, very lightly on the palm of your hand as well because it is such a fine mist. I always do that. And the device is obviously rechargeable as well, but I charged this once and I haven't had to do it again since, so it lasts for a really, really long time. When I first saw this, I was like, okay, nice idea, probably a little bit of a gimmick, kind of like all these TikTok hacks, but no. This is genuinely a product that deserves to go viral because it's so good, saves you so much time, lasts really nice in the skin, doesn't go patchy, doesn't go in your pores or anything like that. It is so, so good. So if you guys do want to check it out, I will leave a link to everything down below. But honestly, like it just makes my life so much easier. Like every couple of days, I'll just get up in the morning and after I've had a shower, I will just lightly spray over my face. And then by the time I put my makeup on, it's already started developing and I'm looking nice and glowy. And I don't look like a corpse from the shoulders up and then like a glowing goddess from the shoulders down. It just makes me look nice and even and it's quick and it's easy and I love it. So if you guys do want to check it out, I will leave a link to it down below. So now it's time to move on to all those weird and wonderful TikTok hacks that you guys have been recommending to me. So the first one is something very, very simple and it's to do with your brows. So let's get you a little bit closer. Hello, don't be shy. So all it really involves is micellar water and then like a cotton bud, cotton pads, whatever you want to use. I'm using these big fat ones that I've never used before. They're literally called all black big cotton swabs and these are massive. I've had these for ages and I think I literally got them because I was like, what is that? It looks like one of those torches that you like have outside, like a flaming fire torch. But basically you just put some micellar water onto your cotton bud, your cotton pad, whatever, and you go over your brows to get rid of any excess product on there, which is obviously useful considering I literally just sprayed that tanning product. The idea is you get rid of any skincare on there as well, which it does make sense. Like, it makes perfect sense to me. I don't know why I've not thought of doing it. I mean, I do know why. It's because I'm lazy and I like to just get my makeup done as quick as possible. But the idea is simply you're just taking off the excess oils, the excess products that you probably already have on your eyebrows from your skincare routine or whatever, just life, just bits of dust. But it does make sense because, I mean, eyebrows are such a huge thing in makeup these days. Like, they have gone through 1,000,001 trends literally over just the past few years. So you do want to have a nice clean base so you're not getting too much product in your brows, because there's nothing worse than a really cakey looking brow with like bits on it and stuff. I've had that so many times. So now that I've cleaned them up, I'm gonna go in with my Refined Brow Sculpt, and I'm just gonna brush that through my brows like I normally would. It's so simple, but it really does make a big difference. Next is a product that I've actually already tried out myself on my TikTok. Again, you can find me here. And being totally honest, I wasn't that keen, but I want to try it out again. So this is the Derol lip plumping stuff. It comes in as a duo. One of them's an oil, but I can't remember which one is. And this has been going kind of viral on the internet. Loads of people have been like, this is the best lip plumper ever. But I really wasn't sure. You guys know I really like my Too Faced one, but I don't know, I wasn't keen. Okay, I think it's the yellow one that's supposed to be the plumper. But yeah, we're just gonna try this out again because... So straight away, it does burn, and we're just gonna kind of leave it there for a minute and just see how red and irritated my lips get. So next, I've got the tape out, which means, you know, we're gonna be trying out some crazy viral tape technique. And I'm gonna be doing the one where you go like under your nose and like, to create like a wing liner. I don't know how this is gonna work. Tape really does help a lot if you are doing wing liner or something like that. But the whole idea that it's like under your nose, like some people say it's just to make sure you have a straight line. Some people say it's to like lift the tip of your nose. So we'll see. That should be enough, I think. Okay, straight up in the hair, that's good. Probably gonna rip my hair out. What's up, how you doing? Oh, can't even blink. I probably should have done my other makeup beforehand, but I probably should have made a lot of different life choices, because this is where I'm at right now. I don't feel like this is doing much for my nose either. I feel like it's kind of making it more wonky than anything else. So I'm going to go in with the No Filter eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to take this black, and I'm just going to pat it. Fill that in with some black eyeshadow. Are you guys ready for the big reveal? I guess we like take these off first. And then try not to rip out my hair. Oh, here we go. The hair's already been ripped out. Fair enough. It does actually work, to be honest. Like, it actually doesn't look bad. I would need to connect it here because I feel like, I don't know if it's just like my eye shape or whatever, but I feel like the way that the tape's sort of sat on my face, it has dipped down a bit here. But also, that's kind of like what you would do if you had more of a hooded eye anyway. You would cut down a little bit with the liner. My lips actually are swelling quite a lot. Yeah, that does work. I don't feel like it did anything to my nose. You could have so easily just like wasted less tape and just done a little bit here and a little bit here if you wanted to. I think doing it, here comes the middle finger again. I think doing it just on the bottom part is actually really, really good and really, really helpful, especially if you want to like really sharpen out that line. So I'm not really sure of the nose lift thing. I don't really feel like it's done much. I mean, you could just sit there for a minute and just do this if that's the kind of effect you wanted to get. So I do actually have another liner hack to try out. So I am gonna take this off. So I just wanna put on some base makeup because now we're gonna move on to something else. Now this is where things for me get very, very questionable. First of all, I'm gonna take it off now, but I wanted you guys to see my lips are a lot more red now. So I'm just gonna take off the excess of that there. I'm gonna go ahead and blot down my lips with a little bit of foundation. So now what I'm gonna do is something that I did slightly years ago. I used to put a little bit of like contour, brown eyeshadow, whatever, on the lower part of my lip to create more of a shadow. It worked really, really well. But what people are doing now, you know, the kids on the street these days, they're taking a cream contour or any kind of contour really and literally going around the outside of their mouth. So I haven't powdered down like the outside part of my mouth just yet because I wanted to do this. But people are literally like going around. I mean, to be fair, it makes my lips look huge. Just looking at the viewfinder, my lips look laughable right now. And then they go ahead and blend it out to create a shadow like all around. So I used to do it right underneath here, which did work really, really well if you want your lips to look a little bit more full. Obviously, normally your lip has like a slight bit of overhang anyway. So if you put a little bit of shadow underneath there, you're not really gonna notice it. It's just gonna kind of trick everyone else into thinking that your lips are a little bit larger, they've got more of a shadow. I'll literally just show you guys what I used to do just so you can kind of get an idea. I would normally take like a bronzer or a contour powder, but I'm just gonna take this eyeshadow for a minute. And I do this face, very gorgeous. All I can notice is this like shit stain around my mouth right now. And I just do a bit under there. And I do it quite harsh at first. So, like that. And then I would just blot it down. I'm gonna try and just blend that out a little bit more. But I don't really see how that's gonna do anything for my personal face anyway. Like, if these things work for you, I'm actually happy for you. Keep doing it. I hope it works out well. But for me, it just kind of looks like I have a mustache now, which I probably do a little bit. I haven't shaved it or gotten it waxed for a while, so I probably do have a little bit of a mustache, but this is just like 5 o'clock shadow. Next is a TikTok from a girl that I highly recommend you guys follow. I'm obsessed with her and like her transitions and just like her transformations basically as well. She's amazing. But one thing that I've seen her do multiple times, and I've always been like, what are you doing? Is using a tangle teaser on your bronzer to create freckles. This in my head, like, sorry, my tangle teaser isn't like ready for my face. It's got hairs in it, like who cares though? That's what you get for using a hairbrush on your face. But you can see the bristles. I don't know why I'm showing you guys from so far away, but the bristles are all evenly spaced out. Now the thing is with freckles, the way to make them look more natural is to make them random, because freckles don't tend to follow like an exact pattern across your face. They're just kind of dotted all over the place. So I don't know how this is gonna work out, but that's what I'm here for. So I've just got this bronzer here and oh, thank God I used one that I didn't really like. It's like that. As you can see, it's being messed up a lot. I've seen sometimes she wets it, sometimes she just goes in dry. This ain't gonna work, surely. Okay, come close. Come. So you can see on my dirty little tangle teaser, I've got some of the product on the end of the bristles there. And yeah, I'm gonna... No. This is exactly what I thought would happen, and this is exactly what we don't want, but we're gonna continue. I mean, you could use something a little bit smaller than a tangle teaser as well. It doesn't feel very nice. It doesn't feel very comfortable on my face, and it looks crap. That, like, okay, if you don't already know, one thing you need to know about TikTok, like Instagram even sometimes, these sort of makeup videos, when people do stuff like this, they're taking it off. You best believe they are taking it off, or they're correcting it, or they're like dusting it off or whatever. They are fixing it. They're not just suddenly going, transition. Oh my God, look how natural my freckles look. Like they're lying to you basically. They're liars. And I can't even get on my nose really with this. Like how am I supposed to get into that little bit? I can't. You telling me this doesn't look natural? That's really kind of set in there a little bit, hasn't it? Okay, well then, wasn't expecting it to set quite that well. I mean, I knew this was going to happen. I don't know why I'm like enraged or even remotely shocked, because we all knew this was going to happen. You don't use hairbrushes on your face. That's like me just going ahead and like combing my hair with this blusher brush and being like, guys, here's a hack. Ran out of a hairbrush. Don't worry. Use your makeup brush to fix it. So now I'm just going to do a very, very standard smoky eye just to get something on my lid. So I'm just going to put a nice little matte brown in the crease, a little bit on my lid as well, and then I'll show you guys what we're doing for liner. So now we have another hack that I'm struggling to find right now, but hopefully I'll be able to include a picture or like a video on screen now. Basically, the idea with this is you run a black liner or whatever color liner onto your waterline and a little bit lower, and then you literally drag it out with your nail to apparently create the perfect wing liner, or just to like stab yourself in the eye. So I'm gonna really run that on my lower lash line. And I'm going to take my nail. Let's see if we can do this together. Ready? Okay, it did something. Kind of. Like, it pulled it out, but that's kind of all I'm seeing right now. I mean, it works to drag it out, but it's not the most aesthetically pleasing kind of thing. I actually use my nails to clean up a lot of my liner anyway. So like I've got obviously this huge smudge right here. So what I would normally do, I will take a bit of concealer if I need to do some clear up, and I'll pop some of that on my nail, and I'll do the same kind of thing, but I'll actually clean up with this instead and actually use it as like a sharp edge. I preferred it the first way we did it, to be honest, with all the tape. So yeah, that's not really worked out for me too well. I think you can use your nails and your fingers and everything like that when you are in a pinch. For some things, like I said, doing a little bit of cleanup with the side of your nail can really, really help. So I'm gonna say no for that one. Now I have something that I have been dying to try out for the longest time. I've seen things like this before. I feel like this has been around for a really, really long time, but again, it's resurfaced on TikTok recently. And this is the Revlon Oil Control Oil Absorbing Roller. So this is what it looks like, and it's basically like a rollerball powder almost. I didn't actually even realize it was a powder. I thought it was more so just like kind of a stone. But yeah, it's got like a powder substance coming off it. But the idea is this will actually take down a lot of the shine on your face. So I made a conscious effort not to really powder down my forehead too much, just so I could use it on there. But if you guys see, I've got a big window of light here. That's obviously just from my studio lights and stuff. But let's go, I want to like do it so you guys can see. Let's do it like here. Okay, that's actually a lot more noticeable than I thought it was going to be. I have a bit of a dent in my forehead. I don't know if you guys can see. If I like, can you see I've got like a dent in my forehead here? Maybe I was dropped on my head. Maybe that would probably explain a lot. It feels weird rolling it over there, but that's just my dented forehead. I don't think that's actually like a product issue. It's just a factory default in my forehead. That really has kind of worked. Like that actually has worked. And I mean, it is taking off some of the product onto this little rollerball thing, but I don't know if you can clean it because I'm obviously, it's like a kind of powdery substance thing. I don't really even know what this thing is, but it has taken down quite a nice amount of shine there. And this is a nice thing just to like pop in your handbag. I wouldn't recommend doing it like every single day, but say if you're like out and about, you don't have time to powder or do anything like that, you could just lightly go over the top of your face like a blotting powder. But I see people using this on TikTok, and the reason things work so well on TikTok is because they're filmed on an iPhone and there's a lot of compression and it's not the highest quality. You can upload things in HD, but a lot of the time, like as default, people don't. So obviously, when something looks good on like a lower quality camera, there's gonna be less pixels, you're gonna see less pores. So it is gonna look absolutely amazing when you're filming on a low quality camera. But as you can probably see, if we fully zoom into my face right now, it does look less shiny. It has definitely taken away some of the shine, but it's not like worked wonders. There's still shininess on my face. You can still see my pores. It hasn't blurred everything out completely. So I think it's just one of those products that if you want to make a TikTok and potentially go a little bit viral, then do a video on this because it'll probably work really, really well. But day to day, it does do something. And it is actually quite a good idea, and you can see it does take away some of the shine, but it's not just going to suddenly mattify you down. I think it's one of those things, again, people have been using blotting papers for years, they work, they're not gonna totally, you know, fix every single bit of oil in your face, but they do definitely help. So I do like this, I do think it works, but I don't think it works anywhere near as well as what like the TikTok videos would want you to believe. Okay guys, I would love to end the video here, but I look weird right now. So I'm gonna go finish off the rest of my makeup. I'm just gonna pop on some lipstick, and then I'm also just gonna finish up my eyes and do some sort of just like standard wing liner sort of situation, pop on some lashes or whatever. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll check back with you guys for my final thoughts. All right guys, so I finished up my makeup as much as I possibly could, and I chucked on a red lip just to kind of distract from the random freckles on my face and the liner like running down my eyes. I'm not loving this makeup. I got so many questions, by the way, the other day when I wore this on my stories about what lip color I had on, so I thought I would show you guys what it is. I don't know if you can still get it, which is annoying, but I thought I would let you know anyway. It's the I Love Saatchi Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Ariba. If it's not still available because this was a collaboration from a while ago, then I'm sure they'll have something similar. I must say, for the majority of these hacks, don't waste your time because I don't know if anything really worked. I mean, this kind of did, but how long will it work for? I don't know. The lip plumper did work a bit. I still prefer my Too Faced one. I feel like it is a lot more long wearing. And I mean, I feel like that was kind of it. Oh, the brow thing. Cleaning your eyebrows. So basically, clean your eyebrows and that's all I have. That's like one of the only tips I have. Clean your eyebrows. I think the worst hack by far had to be using the Tangle Teasers to do freckles. Like, I tried to blot them down as much as I could. They're still there on my face, and I don't want them there. They look terrible. But you know, 5 points for creativity. I mean, what's next? Using like a pepper shaker. No one take this idea. Like a pepper shaker, filling the lid with blue tack so some of the little blue tack bits come out of the holes of the pepper shaker, and then using that. That would actually probably work better than a freaking tangle teaser. Now I kind of want to do it as well. I kind of want to get some blue tack. I might do that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's any other hacks you guys want me to try out. I say hacks very, very loosely, and let me know which one you thought was the absolute worst. Honestly, feel free to send me the worst hacks that you've come across, and I can definitely do more videos like this. And like I said at the start, if you guys want to try out a product that is not a gimmick, that actually works, then make sure you check out Tan Revel, because honestly, this is so, so good and such a game changer when it comes to tanning, especially your face and your hands and all those little like annoying areas. So, so good. So I will leave a link to that down below alongside all these other products that I actually don't recommend you buy. I recommend this. I don't really recommend anything else. But yeah, make sure you guys check out Tan Revel in the description box down below. And if you enjoyed this video, as always, please do give it a big thumbs up, because it really, really does help me out a lot. Helps me get my videos seen a lot more. And if you want to see more of me, please do consider subscribing, because I do upload all the damn time, because we're getting closer and closer to 500,000 subscribers, which is madness. And if you do also want to see more videos from me, then make sure you hit that notification bell down below there, just so you can be notified every time I upload, which is around about 3 or 4 times a week. But apart from that, guys, that is it from me. I love ya, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Dude, this makeup sucks.